Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what an alternative run line is. We are going to use baseball as our example sport. So, in every single matchup, there are obviously going to be two teams. There is a favorite. This is the team who the market has priced out with a minus line, with the expectations that this team, the favorite, is going to win the ball game. Then you have an underdog. The underdog is the team in the matchup where the market has priced out with expectations of them losing the game. So when you have a team that is expected to win, obviously the books, market, they are going to pay you less money if they win the game because they're expected to win. That is where line placement comes into play. For example, we're going to use a favorite. They will all be placed with lines at minus. So you're going to see minus 110 on your screen, minus 120, minus 130, etc. Then you have your underdog. This is the team that the market has predicted to lose. So if you bet on this team, the market is going to offer you more money, plus money if that team wins. For example, those lines are going to come out at plus 110, plus 120, plus 130, etc. Lines are based in a very simple fashion. If you wager on the favorite, the team is expected to win at a minus 110 line. Remember, favorites are always going to be minus. So $100 is going to be our example. If you place a $100 wager on a minus 110 line, you are going to make $90. If you place a $100 wager on a minus 120 line, you are going to make $80. If you place a $100 wager on a minus 130 line, you are going to make $70. You get the gist. Now, if you are taking the underdog to win at plus 110, a $100 wager will make you $110. A $100 wager on a plus 120 line will make you $120. A plus 130 line, $100 wager will make you $130. You get the gist. The market gives you a second option. This is called a run line. Because they are aware there are better teams than the opposing team, the favorite will always be a minus 1.5 to start the game. This means that if the favorite has to win the game by 1.5 runs or more. Otherwise, you lose the wager. Now, for underdogs, you will get the option to take them at plus 1.5 runs. This means when the game starts, your underdog wager at plus 1.5 means you will start the game winning 1.5 to 0. The issue with this is line adjustment. We are all here to make money. So this is a massive edge that can be taken, and we can really maximize our risk to reward when placing a wager using an alternative run line. And that is exactly when this comes into play. When we spot a game where there's an underdog, that is the team expected to lose. Remember, the underdog. Instead of taking them at plus 1.5 runs, we can go into an alternative run line and make them the team that must win by minus 1.5 runs. They are initially taking the favorite's place, the team that's expected to win the game. Now, the underdog is taking their place, and they have to win the game by minus 1.5 runs or more. This is utilized because we can use this system when we feel like the market has messed up the line incredibly, and we can capitalize on a massive risk to reward, massive plus money line plays. So your typical underdog, say they were a plus 130, can be adjusted by wagering on the underdog to win the game by minus 1.5 runs or more. Our line has now shifted from, say you took that underdog at plus 130 and instead you shifted them to an alternative run line. Now your odds can go from plus 130 to plus 250 and even higher, plus 300, even higher. So that initial wager that you placed at $100, instead of you making that plus 130, $100 wager to make $130, you can now make on one bet, one wager, getting a plus 250 line. $100 wager will make you $250. Say the line is plus 300, that $100 wager is going to make you $300. So all we did was we had that favorite and we had that underdog. Your favorite is always going to be that -1.5 line, you're at minus line, and then you are going to have your underdog. That is always going to be your plus money team. We're just shifting places with these two teams now. The underdog now has to win by -1.5 runs, and you're going to make way more money on that. So that is my pure explanation on what an alternative run line is and how we can maximize when the books mess up and we can capitalize on huge risk to reward. I hope you guys understand this video. I hope it makes sense. Thank you for your guys' time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed day.